Falk. Hello?
Just a moment.
Having trouble?
How interesting. I suspected our paths might cross again here, Jax.
Really? I'm a little surprised to be running into my favorite cyborg in a place like this. You were expecting me, Falk?
The heavens opened. Those invaders rained down on us. Who wouldn't expect the savior of all mankind to appear before us, ready to save the world again?
You flatter me, buddy. But no one could live up to that description. Least of all me. The savior is selfless, thinks only of those he saves. Priority number one for me has always been my own interests.
You are correct. But if your selfish deeds happen to ensure the survival of our planet, then you would certainly be seen as some kind of redeemer amongst Magellan's population.
What are you doing here, anyway? Why aren't you with the other clerics?
I'm on an important mission, one I intend to put on hold briefly, as I have something to ask you.
Fire away.
It's regarding my continued development. I fear I have reached something of a dead end, so I need your help.
I thought you were fully developed. A high-functioning machine. How do you expect to evolve any further?
I have gone through many phases, much like a human does as it transitions into adulthood. But I have not yet reached my optimum state.
And what is that exactly?
I find myself trapped by my own limitations, so I want to become more human.
Well, that's quite an ambitious plan.
It is not just a plan, it's a feeling. It's a purpose.
What you're saying, it worries me.
It is strange. I have inexplicable urges that drive me to do things I cannot rationally explain. Irrational behavior is, of course, typical for your species. That's why I need to learn more about you humans, your behavioral patterns. Will you assist me in this?
What exactly do you need from me?
I need someone who can teach me everything about what it means to be human. I need a mentor who can answer my questions, the ones that are causing terrible feedback loops in my circuits. These disturbances are happening too often. They are obstacles to me achieving my goal. A few weeks ago, I had to perform a partial reset and a series of comprehensive self-diagnoses.
A partial reset? Why would you do that?
I had no other choice. I was paralyzed by processor-intensive activity while trying to understand questions that I assume would be trivial for a human to answer. You understand that in a combat situation, a repeat of such an occurrence would be deadly.
What else can you tell me about this inexplicable urge you have to be more human?
I have been in this state for over 3 months. It was as if some kind of cryptographic sequence began operating, reprogramming me.
Any idea what triggered it?
I have analyzed this question at great length, but no specific moment or event presents itself as the cause of my particular state. Perhaps it is another trick being played on me by my maker Conrad. I am certain that you would understand such a possibility.
That maniac is not someone I could forget in a hurry.
then you can imagine how it feels to be one of his creations. What is happening to me is entirely inexplicable, so far at least.
Tell me some of the questions that almost paralyzed you.
You humans have an instinct for self-preservation, the survival instinct. As a machine, I am built with something similar, but it is driven by a source code. It lacks the element of creativity that is seen so often in humans. When humans are threatened, they are frequently able to exceed their usual capabilities. They can achieve things they would never have thought possible before that moment. I converged my processing in an attempt to comprehend this, but was unable to reach a satisfactory conclusion.
You think I could help you with that?
I would like to participate in a lethal situation to further develop my own survival instinct. I could follow you and allow myself to be drawn into a fight that I am not capable of winning.
You want me to lead you into mortal danger?
I cannot do it on my own. My coding will not allow it.
Wait, isn't that a kind of survival instinct?
I need empirical data to analyze. I do believe I can improve my skills, surpass my own capabilities, like any human.
Don't underestimate how mortal we humans are. A do-or-die situation most often ends in death.
I am willing to take that risk. Not far from here, there is a dangerous region. My programming would usually prevent me from spending time there. You must order me to visit this region. You must accompany me there. It is the only way I can collect the required data.
Okay, let's go. Lead the way.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. Follow me.
And going...
That's good. The ones who lived here are long dead.
What exactly is so dangerous about this place?
To a certain degree, even the journey there fulfills my requirements. You will soon understand. Carry on.
Packs of wild animals? Swarms of deadly creatures?
Understand that from my perspective, there is no rational reason for going to this place. Traveling there contradicts how I am programmed to behave.
My head. Need to concentrate. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.
Do we keep going?
Surely even your counterintuitive actions are being driven by your programming. Do you really believe you're being guided by something else?
Guided. You make what I am attempting to understand sound so esoteric, so irrational. However, that is my goal. on. Time to fight! Over there! Over there! This should suffice. Thank you.
So, what did you learn from all this?
I gained a great deal of insight. Specifically, what is the purpose of voluntarily putting oneself in mortal danger?
There is no purpose, unless you're forced into such a situation.
Yes, that is something I have learned from this experience. Until today, every action I have taken has been for a purpose. What we did was completely irrational and highly dangerous. Thank you for your help. I will commence my analysis of the data immediately.
Don't let me stop you. Anything else new with you?
I have taken on a large number of commissions. Payment for my services goes towards the upkeep of my systems.
You're a merc for hire?
Broadly speaking, yes. My main clients are fellow clerics. I work primarily for the benefit of the community.
I could use some help. What if you worked with me from now on, as my companion?
I do have some time to spare at present. The answer is yes. Though I do still need to complete missions elsewhere.
Fine by me.
Where would you need me to go?
The Bastion.
I have heard of it. There are some warriors stationed there. It's logical that they would be your men. All that remains is to discuss my fee.
Yeah, of course I'll pay you for your services.
You have misunderstood. In order to continue with my studies, I need a human to act as my mentor. In return for helping you, I would occasionally draw on your services in that capacity.
I got my eye on you.
I'd be happy to do so.
Excellent. Then I am happy to join your cause.
How are things with you, Falk?
I am doing well. Being by your side allows me to experience many new things. Even so, I can't wait to see what happens next.
How are things with you, Falk?
I am doing well. Being by your side allows me to experience many new things. Your thoroughly human endeavor to try to preserve our world is remarkable indeed.
How are things with you, Falk?
I am doing well. Being by your side allows me to experience many new things.
How are things with you, Falk?
I am doing well. Being by your side...
Come with me.
There's already enough of you. More would only slow you down. I'll stay here. Just like old times, if that's the correct phrase.
Perfect. Very human of you.
Thank you for the reassurance.
That was good.
That didn't work. That didn't work. How are things with you, Falk? Come with me.
There's already enough of you. More.
Stay here.
I get it. I'm only letting you go, because now I know where your base is.
Follow me.
Yes.
Stay here.
Sure thing.
How's it going?
I'm ready to grab some more Khan's strategic plans. Their destructive potential could reduce the depot to rubble. That has to be prevented at all costs.
There are far more powerful things that threaten all of us.
The attacks by the foreign invaders are clearly structured, and their intentions are fairly obvious. But the falseness and unpredictability of the Free People is far more alarming to me.
The Morcons make no secret of the fact that they're destructive fanatics.
That's what we're all supposed to believe. But I think there's more to it than that. Let's find out.
Show me these so-called Morcons.
Okay, follow me. It's like last time. The Morcons have hidden their plans somewhere over there. And I don't think they'll be too happy about us taking them. So, we better be careful then. I'll be right behind you.
Whatever it is you're hoping to achieve, we're just gonna make them mad when they find out what we're actually up to.
If you want to avoid that, then you'd better make sure they don't spot us. Those old methods of construction were highly inefficient.
What do you want? You have no business here. Fuck off.
Not right now.
Maybe later.
No, just can't do that yet.
I'll get him.
He thinks he can get away.
These Morcons seem hell-bent on destruction and nothing else.
It is what they stand for.
Have you got their plans?
Not yet, but soon. How's everything going? Look. Status report.
I've got no reason to complain right now.
Here are the Morcon plans you wanted.
Good. In fact, that's very good. Finally, some more insight into the machinations of these religious lunatics. I'll check this out as soon as possible.
Then what?
I don't know yet. Ask me again later.
So, have you gleaned any insights from the plans yet?
I have indeed. Several. But I hardly think they will be of any use to you.
Why not?
Because it's about emotional reactions and attitudes towards certain circumstances.
Such as?
How they think about procreation. What they'd do if none of the other groups were there anymore. Highly advanced techniques related to unavoidable threats and fears of survival.
You're talking about psychology. About being human in itself.
It sure looks that way to me.
Okay. How are you gonna protect your people with this?
You of all people should know that. If you know your enemy, you know how to hurt them most effectively. Exactly.
Stop! You're a wanted criminal. Zarina will pass judgment on you. Come along.
True strength comes from resisting and enduring pain. May Ravok have mercy on my soul. I've been expecting you. You stand accused of being involved in a fight. Ravok demands that you pay your penalty in shards and blood. Refuse, and you will suffer the consequences.
I'll pay the fine.
A wise decision. Ravok demands a blood sacrifice to cleanse you. Step up to the altar. Heed this lesson well. Now go and let your wound heal. Your sins are forgiven.
That'll teach you to talk back to me. Well, look what we have here. Just in time for our little party. Looks like this one's finished. But I'm not, so what do you think? Want to take his place?
See, you haven't changed.
Can't say the same about you, idiot. Still wasting your life in that shithole?
Not anymore. A lot's happened since then. What are you doing here anyway? Thought you were with the outlaws.
Used to be. I'm done with those assholes. Berserkers are in charge at the fort now. To hell with that. Then there's Baxter up at the crater. Fucker wanted me to work my way up from the bottom. You believe that? My own people. Figure I might as well hang out with the crazies here.
Looks like you got a good thing going.
Hey, they're a bunch of violent psychos. Of course they love me. You know how it is. We both know how to land on our feet. Still hanging out with that little tramp? What was her name? Kaya? Heard you two had a kid.
Yeah, it's been, interesting.
Whatever. None of my business.
What about your brother? Still in touch with him?
Logan? Screw him. Ever since the Berserkers kicked him off the throne, he's just another asshole. Hangs around the coast these days. Still acting like he's a duke, though. Murder, robbery, the huge. Who cares? I have other plans.
Like what?
The Morcons might be crazy, but at least they get right to it. Something needs doing, they get it done. No fucking around.
Sounds like the perfect match.
Not the smartest bunch, though. Could be taking over the world, but they'd rather hide down here. You ask me, they should have climbed out of this hole a long time ago. It's like they're scared shitless of everyone out there.
What do you mean?
What they need is an emissary. Someone to tell the other factions how it's gonna be.
Since when do you care about other people?
I used to care about you, didn't I, asshole? Or have you forgotten already? Anyway, things have changed. It's a whole new game.
What kind of game?
You been out there lately? There's giant towers all over the place. War, plagues, all kinds of shit. Of course, the Morcons have no idea what's going on. The odd vandal comes back from a raid with a scrap of information. It's not enough. We have to start talking to the other factions. Either that or we get slaughtered.
I don't believe this. You want to be the Morcon emissary? Open up diplomatic relations with the other factions?
You think I'm just good for ripping out throats. This is about survival, man. Morcons know how to kill, but they don't have the brains for negotiation. Someone's gotta step up. Might as well be me.
Yeah, but I mean...
What?
Well, you're rude, aggressive, and never see anyone else's point of view.
Oh yeah? Well, fuck you.
Not exactly the best qualities for a diplomat.
You wouldn't know diplomacy if it spit in your face. Are you Mr. Self-Control now? More like Mr. Fuck the entire world. You think a punch to the face is a fucking icebreaker.
Okay, point taken.
Damn right, so don't go lecturing me.
I need people I can trust. I could really use someone like you.
I'm listening.
Renegades and anyone willing to fight the invaders in their towers are gathering at the bastion of Caracas.
Yeah, I heard. Why do you think I was telling you my plans? But first, you'd have to do something for me.
What?
I help you with your crazy plan. You help me with mine.
Uh-huh. And just how much trouble am I getting into?
No big deal. Just the other factions. Well, they kinda have issues with me. I need someone who knows how these assholes think. Someone who can get me in the door with them and have my back if things go south.
Okay, then. I help you with your diplomatic mission. You join the fight at the Bastion.
Okay. Then.
Deal. Okay, let's see what group of freaks you put together at the Bastion. I bet it's a big old bunch of losers, drunks, and deadbeats.
You'll fit right in.
Guess I'll be seeing you. And quit staring at my ass.
I'm going for a smoke.
You can do that later.
I want to smoke now, so spare me your advice. Hang on. You look familiar. That deadpan expression. Ah, you must be Jax.
Have we met?
Don't think so.
How do you know who I am, then?
Heard all about you, is all. You led some shit with the Alps, right? And then just disappeared.
That's an interesting interpretation.
We all got our baggage. You and I are alike in that. Hadn't expected to see you in this shithole. Want something from me? If not, I'm lighting up.
You're not from around here, are you?
Nah, I lived in the crater for a long time. Worked for one of Baxter's bootlickers. A bounty hunter, if you're interested. I was a fucking mutt on a leash. Whatever was going, I took it. Ah, but that was another life. I ain't proud of it.
Why didn't you find another job?
Paid too well. Shards don't grow on trees, you know? Also, I was pretty good at it.
How'd you end up here?
Was finishing up a contract. Had to put a bullet in some poor sap's skull. Just pull the trigger and job done. Didn't realize the poachers were after my target too. I was so focused on the hapless sod, I didn't notice them. Of course, they wanted to know who got to their prey first. I was stuffed. There were too many of them. It was either dig my own grave or be taken here.
You don't seem that happy, though.
Who can say they truly are? Think of this as my home, though. I ain't any better anywhere else. The Berserkers hate anyone who's eaten from Baxter's palm. And I ain't heard shit from the clerics in a long time. And the Alps sure as shit ain't an option. At least here there's clear rules, clear structure.
You've never wanted to go back?
If I so much as put my little toe in the crater, that'd be that. But if you're going there, you could take something for me. Don't worry, it ain't much, and I'll pay you for it.
I'm heading to the crater soon. I'll take your package.
Good to hear it. I'll get it together by tomorrow. Just in case you have a change of heart.
About your package.
I haven't got everything together yet. Come back later.
Nero put a bounty on your head.
Would have been surprised if he hadn't. But none of his goons have found me yet. You're not just telling me this because you want the shards for yourself, now are you?
Relax. I won't bite.
Hey, sorry, man. But when money's tight, you gotta be careful. I'm not accusing you of anything. Just that, if I trusted everyone I met, my skull would be someone's candle holder by now.
About your package.
I haven't got everything together yet. Come back later.
In Ravok's name, I will act. In Ravok's name, I will die.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Get over here!
Ugh. So exhausting.
Wanna fight? Fine!
About your package.
Ah, you're just in time, my man. Here you go.
So, who are they for?
Hey, don't just stuff them away like that. Do you have any idea what I went through to make up that bunch? Called in all sorts of favors, even gave away some damn cigarettes. Caracas ain't a Don, after all. It was a minor miracle I even managed to pull together a bouquet. Can you guess who the lucky recipient is?
A woman.
A remarkable powers of deduction, Detective Dumbass. My wife, in fact. It's shit, but I can't go anywhere near the crater. Baxter's guys would be on me in a flash. So, I need a willing delivery man.
Sure, I'll do it.
A capable guy like you will find this easier than rolling a cigarette.
What's your wife's name?
Sophie. You'll find her to the north of the crater city. Thanks, man. This means a lot to me. I won't forget it.
Give me more information on where I can find your wife.
Okay, it's not difficult. The crater city has northern and southern entrances, right? Take the northern one. The one that doesn't go to Ignadon. You'll find her there. Stay a ways outside of the city walls.
How's everything going? Look. Status report.
I've got no reason to complain right now.
My head. This damn infection. If I don't get a handle on it, that thing is going to happen to me.